Hey guys, so just like slight disclaimer for today's video, this is not gonna be the whole like light-hearted, like funny, joking Bella type content that you guys know. I don't really know how to start talking about this, so I guess I just kind of will. But I just watched a movie with my parents, and it kind of made me realize something. This is gonna have some like mature topics, and I don't want to say like 18 plus because like I'm not 18, so I guess I can't really say like 18 plus. But um, um, the movie towards the end they started talking about this girl who got raped, and I don't want to tell you about the name of the movie because then that could like spoil it for you if you wanted to watch it or whatever. But it was about a chick who got raped, and um, it was by three guys. And that's just so terrible. And I think it's safe to say that most, if not all, young women, teenage women, or like just full grown women, are scared, like downright scared every time they leave the house alone or walk alone at night. And like I have some major trust issues with men. I've never personally been assaulted, but it's just like I want to avoid it, so I don't trust men in public. Like when I'm out in public, if a man approaches me, I do not trust him. I lie about my age sometimes when the guy asks me how old I am because if I tell him my actual age, he might try to take advantage of me, and I don't want that. So sometimes I will lie about my age in public. I'm not using it to like get into clubs or bars. I don't do that kind of stuff, and I don't want to do that kind of stuff. That's just my personal opinion. If that's your kind of lifestyle, that's great for you. Um, but I think it's safe to say that just like in today's society, not even in today's society, but like it's been going on for like a couple hundred years now where men can't keep it in their pants, and some teenage girl out there has to pay the price because some guy can't get a girlfriend, or some guy's girlfriend said no, so he was like, this is how. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really stupid. I'm trying to keep it as lighthearted and joking as I can, but it's really hard because this is a very, very serious topic. Um, and sorry, I had to go do something real quick. But yeah, I'm trying to keep it like lighthearted and joking with you guys, but it's really hard because this is a very, very serious topic. Um, and you know, it's kind of hard to talk about even as someone who has never been assaulted. It's just really terrifying because even like hearing about something like that happened to a girl, or hearing about something so terrible happening in our beautiful, beautiful world, like that makes me nauseous. It makes me physically sick to my stomach to think about or to listen to. Like, it is really tough sometimes to talk about that stuff. I think I was pretty young. I think I was a little too young to know what the word rape means when I figured it out, and so I think that kind of might have been that kind of might be part of the problem, or just the fact that I'm terrified, um, or just the fact that that I should be terrified, just the fact that I know that I have to be terrified to leave my house. Like, it's really scary. But basically, why I'm making this video is to say that men have been. I'm trying to find the right way to word this without sounding sexist or like I'm taking their side. Um, um, I think that men definitely have problems. I think that society has problems. And, you know, I've always considered myself to be like a huge feminist, right? I have always been the type of girl that if I see a girl who looks even remotely uncomfortable, I'll pull her aside. I'll be like, hey, can you help me with this real quick? And I'll pull her aside and be like, do you need help? And I've learned to like look for those signs when like I'm anywhere really. Like I saw my church friend talking to someone at church a few weeks ago, and I pulled her aside. I was like, "Hey, can I talk to you real quick?" And I pulled her aside, and I was like, "Oh, you needed rescuing." And she was like, "Yes, I did, thank you." And it wasn't like a guy; it was just someone who was like annoying her, and she had like this neutral expression on her face, but I could tell that she was really annoyed. And I think that as women, that's something that we really need to look out for. Um, like helping each other when we see that someone else is uncomfortable. And women have always been stereotyped as nurturing and kind and caring, while men have always been stereotyped as strong, tough, and just like totally expression, like numb, basically. And like men have never been allowed to show emotions. And so I feel like there's faults on both ends of society, right? I feel like we need to let men show emotions, let men do their thing, but we also need to protect each other as women, and we need to teach the guys what they're doing wrong. And if you're a guy and you're watching this, hi, thank you so much for coming right now. If you're watching this right now, like thank you for coming, but especially if you're a guy watching this, it's like wow, yeah, okay, and like you're taking notes. If you're a guy and you're watching this right now, um, one of the things that I have to say to you is if you ever see a woman in public who looks uncomfortable, please, please, please go up to her, be like, hey, how have you been? Like, pretend you know her or something. And then something you can kind of do to, like, and I'm sure you guys have heard this before, but like something you can kind of do to make women feel more safe so you don't get pepper sprayed because they feel uncomfortable is like if you're walking behind a woman on a sidewalk, you could just like walk next to her, be like, hey, how's the like look at the weather or whatever, and then be like, okay, have a good day, and then like move like fast, or like even move to like the other side of the road. But I feel like that's kind of drastic, and like I don't know, like if you're a good guy who would never do that to like a woman, that's amazing, and thank you for that. And there is no hate here. There is absolutely no hate here. Absolutely, everybody is welcome on this page. And I love to see because YouTube has this thing where you can see like how old people watching your videos are and like what gender they are and like the ratio, the percentages, everything like that. And I think it's so cool to see how many different people are watching my videos. And it can get a little weird when it's like 30 to 45-year-old people watching my videos. That's really creepy. But like also they could just have like a love for the Maze Runner, and it doesn't say like age range and gender. It just says age range and then gender. So it could be like I don't know. Anyway, that's not the point of today's video. Um But yeah, guys, just try to make women feel comfortable because I feel like part of the reason men would resort to doing such a heinous crime like that is because society. This might not even make any sense to y'all. It made total sense in my head, and it probably won't even make sense when I say it out loud. But like, it part of the reason they might be doing that stuff is because society has like shut them down for so long. Like every time they try to show emotion, so they don't know how else to like express themselves, I guess, or they don't know what else to do with their lives, and they result to doing terrible, terrible, terrible things like that. And honestly, it is not okay. It is not okay that we have told men for so long that like they can't express emotions because they're supposed to be there for us. I think that we should all be there for each other, like a community, and that might just be the amity in me showing, but I'm not even. Hold on, guys, hold on, 1 minute. Ah, got it. Look, I will even put on my Amity hoodie to show you guys that I'm legit. See, I even have the logo right here in yellow. And then the hoodie is red and the logo is yellow because that's like the Amity colors. And my aptitude was for abnegation, but I feel like sometimes it's easier to be kind. I feel like kind and selfless kind of go hand in hand, but like that's not the point of today's video. If y'all know me at all, you know that I get off topic way too easy. But I feel like we should all just be there for each other, like a big community, you know? I feel like we should all. I feel like I'm gonna sound so stupid saying this. We should all be making peace, not war. Okay, do I sound like Ringo Starr? Yes. But is Ringo Starr amazing? Also, yes. So what's the problem with sounding like Ringo Starr? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, also, do you guys like the little braids? This one's kind of funky, I feel like. I did this one without a mirror, so I feel like that one's kind of funky. And this one too, but like I love funky braids. I love funky hairstyles. I love trying out new things. I just love people in general. And that's why I'm making this video today, is to say like we have to do better as people. And like both women and men have their faults. And society, I don't think I okay, let me take back that last statement. I think that everyone has their own faults, but it's not like a women or a man thing. It's not men who rape women, it is people who are harming other people. And I do know that men commit 96% of sex crimes, and that is really terrible. And I think that y'all should maybe try to do better. And I am encouraging you to do better. I just like think of your mom, think of your grandma, think of your sister when you think of someone getting raped. Also, like, please don't mind. My sister and my dad like to listen to like music and watch like other TV after they finish watching movies, whereas I prefer to like come into my room and just like kind of chill out for the rest of the night. But yeah, so please don't mind the noise out there. But it's just like it's like I know that men commit 96% of sex crimes and women only commit 4%, but at the end of the day, we're all just people who are hurting people when really we should be lifting each other up, because I love people. I am an ambivert, which means I'm not an introvert, but I'm also not an extrovert. And I'm gonna make a totally different video on that topic because I've been actually meaning to make a video with that topic for a while. But I'm an ambivert, which means I'm part introvert and part extrovert. So I'm not when I say I love people, I don't mean like I love being socialized. I love socializing with people. I love being around people. I mean I love people. I love God's earth. I love animals. I just love everything because I'm a very like happy and upbeat person. And that's just my personality. That's who I am. That's who God created me to be. And I am a Christian. And if y'all want to call me the crazy Christian homeschooled kid, go right ahead, because I already know that I'm the crazy, weird Christian homeschool kid. That's just me. I've grown up being the weird Christian homeschool kid. And that's totally fine with me. That's totally fine with me because my dad, his 3 brothers, and his sister all grew up being the weird Christian homeschool kid. And now he's passing that legacy on to me, my sister, and my brother. But anyway, back to the video. So, when I think of when I think like, oh no, rape is so terrible, that leads to me thinking like, what if that was my sister? What if that was my sister? And I mean, my sister has her faults, and we don't always get along. But I mean, I'd still love her. She's still my sister. And at the end of the day, I would choose her over me any day. I would choose her over any of my friends. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're one of my friends and you're watching this, but family comes first. I'm sorry. And it's like, it's just really, really, really sad to think that maybe one day that could happen to her. I'm not really worried about myself because I'm very, very, very loud and I will shriek if you come near me. I will shriek if I think you're going to hurt me. Also, I have my softball stuff in my car at all times. So, do with that information what you will. Also, my dad is very protective of me. I think it's because I'm the oldest sibling, and parents are always protective of the oldest sibling. And that's honestly really appreciated when we're talking about this kind of stuff because that's just really, really, really scary. And then I'm like, what if that happens to my brother or something? Which I don't know why as a woman you would. I'm not even saying that sounded way less sexist in my head. Sorry, guys. I don't know why as not even as a woman, but as a person, why would you want to do that? Why? I don't even understand. Keep your pants on, go grab some pizza, and enjoy your day. Okay? Why would you choose violence? Why would you choose why would you resort to that kind of behavior, when you could just be a good person? And I'm not saying that makes you a bad person, but I'm also not saying it makes you a good person. And I'm just saying it is kind of scary to be walking around. I think I was probably 11 when I started worrying, or no, I was probably 10 or 11 when I started worrying about a man taking advantage of me when I was going out in public. And that's why I kind of never complained when my mom was like, you can't go out in public without an adult. Because I was like, yeah, no, I don't even want to go out in public without an adult. And, most kids thought it was weird that I wasn't allowed to go out in public by myself because they were allowed to. And I was like, y'all, that's you need an adult to go with you in public because that is terrifying. We Did y'all hear that? That's the video they're listening to right now. Hold on. There we go. And I just feel I don't know, I feel it's kind of one of those subjects where it's really hard to balance and it's really hard to talk about just in a casual setting. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why I started doing YouTube in the first place is because I wanted somewhere where I could just have a video journal kind of thing and see other people's thoughts and opinions without feeling so judged by my close friends and stuff. Because obviously my friends can watch this video and see oh, this is what she thinks. Well, okay. But I don't know. I like being able to talk to other people and see what strangers on the internet think. And I think it's so interesting to see how one person's opinion on a subject can differ so much from the next person. And that's it's so weird to me. But I really think that if I had to summarize the point of this video in one sentence, it would be or in two sentences, it would be one, men need to keep it in their pants, and two, we need to do better as a society. I think that's about it. I just I love doing YouTube because I can come in here and just rant and I don't want to say vent because I never really vent to you guys. I don't feel but I don't know. I don't think I vent to you guys, but I don't know. But I love doing YouTube and I love talking to you guys and seeing you guys, and seeing your guys' opinions, seeing your comments, seeing how many people seeing how well one video does and seeing one video flop, so I know like this is what they like and this is what they don't. And it's cool that you guys don't like some stuff, but you guys like other stuff. That's totally fine by me. But anyway, yeah, that's the point. Basically, that's it for today's video, I think. And I think I'd probably, if I would have planned this out, I don't do scripts though, guys. So I think if I would have done a script, it probably would have been like a 5-minute video. But I'm just winging this because I don't like to do scripts. I like you guys to see my raw reaction and just my thoughts spilling out, like just like spewing out of me, like word vomit. You know, I like to just do that so that you guys can see me being just like raw and real with you guys. I've never really liked it when influencers I never really liked it when when I saw influencers like, oh yeah, when I was making the script for this video, like, no, dude, we want your raw, real reaction to these things. Like, anyway, but yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Alright, love you guys.